I love it. Welcome back to the broadcast, and our special guest Charlie Worsham is here. And you were telling us about a little bit about this song in this video, right? And all your friends in there.
It's all my friends. Matty Diaz, who sang harmonies on the record, Eric Massey, who recorded the record, a lot of musician friends who play in other bands, Casey Musgraves, who's playing Green Hall tonight. Just a couple of her band members are in that. And,
very cool. And we just learned something else about you, that you've been performing now for a really long time. And you were
true.
What age when you were performing on stage with some big names with that banjo
Well, you know,
of yours?
I got to play on the Ryman Auditorium stage at 10 years old with the King of Bluegrass, Jimmy Martin.
Did you know at 10 what a big deal that was?
Oh, yes, it was. I mean, I ate, slept, and breathed country music at that time. And even a native son of Texas, Tom T. Hall, was on the stage that night. One of my favorite songwriters.
Wow.
But I love country music, and we were close enough to Nashville we could always make road trips up there, you know, and make my parents take me by the Ryman, make my parents take me over to the guitar shops.
I love it.
All that, so.
That is so cool. And of course, you're a big fan of someone who I just adore, Dolly Parton.
Yes, I am.
Tell me about that.
Well, you know, a few years ago, I read her autobiography. I've always been a casual fan of hers. And then I read her autobiography. And then just last year, I got on Spotify and I started digging through her discography. And her songwriting is unparalleled. It just is. I mean, she did so much, even early on in her career, as a writer, as a singer, as a performer. And then as an entrepreneur, and she's a strong and a smart woman.
Yes, she is.
And y'all know we need more spotlight on the ladies in country music today.
You know, of course, the song Jolene has, you know, been a part of my life. I
wonder why. Why is that?
And, you know, my dad met her on an airplane once, and she was just darling and so sweet to him. But I've always been curious, what is it about that song that so many musicians are drawn to? And why do so many people cover it? And why has it lasted all these years?
I think for musicians, players, it's kind of got this spooky element to it, and it's just irresistible to play. You got to play it. You got to learn, and the groove, and then the way that the melody layers in with the chords, and just the idea of being that character and begging someone not to take your man, you know, it'd be. Or woman or whatever, you know, but that, it's just, I don't know. If I knew,
you'd write it. You'd write one, right?
Well, and I always tell people that I Will Always Love You, that they think Whitney Houston nailed.
Right?
Right.
Let's figure out where it came from first, right? Dolly Parton. And, you know, she's got an amusement park named after her. She's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, well, what's next for you? New music? What's going on?
Yes, new music. I'm writing all the time out here on the road back in Nashville, and getting geared up for record number 2.
Nice.
And I'm really excited about it because, you know, you have your whole life to make that first record.
Right.
And I took that to heart. But now, you know, the wheels are turning, and
your
we're
fans
on the
are like,
road,
more,
and I'm ready.
more.
You know, I'm ready. I'm playing these shows every night, and I'm not tired of playing these songs off Rubber Band by any means, but I am excited to bring new music to the table.
Well, we're going to start with Drop That Nene. What's it called?
Yeah.
Drop the Nene. I'm not
I love
kidding.
it. Well, interesting
Google
enough,
it.
you're young, and I asked you earlier if you were dating. You're like, I'm living the life. You know, it's all good.
He said he's not opposed to it.
Not opposed. He's just busy,
Well,
you know, writing music and stuff.
I do have a plan.
You have a
I'm
plan.
going to move to
plan?
Austin. When the touring dies down, I'm going to move to Austin, and I'm going to find
And you will love
soulmate
it.
in
Austin
Austin.
is amazing.
Austin?
But listen, here's the thing. It all depends on how you describe yourself.
Okay.
Based on this new study that says the ideal male describes himself as a single man who is a Christian, athletic with brown hair, states that he wants children, drinks socially, has an advanced degree, and makes between $100,000 and $150,000 a year. Is that you?
Who says that?
If you take the last two, if you take the last two off, then
that's you.
We're rocking.
Now you know if you say you don't want kids, you can get 42% fewer messages on these dating sites if you want less kids.
Oh, interesting.
Or don't want kids. You want kids?
I'm all for having kids.
See?
Yeah.
That's what
In
I'm
Austin
talking
with
about.
the perfect girl when you're ready.
And the perfect girl, of course, she is 25 years old, Catholic, owns a dog, describes herself as thin, and makes somewhere between 50 and 75,000. Wait,
Describes herself? Does she actually have
describes
to be
herself.
thin?
I don't know many 25-year-olds make between $50,000 and $75,000 either. And she has to drink alcohol 3 times a week. Our camera girl Alyssa's like, yeah, that's me.
She's like, only 3.
Now, is this
There's an online dating study.
It's all
according
across
to
the
the
board?
dating website Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of fish.
Okay.
What do you think about that? I'm so glad I don't have to date anymore.
I know, right?
It's the best.
Especially
because I don't fit into those categories. Well, thank you so much for joining us. You're gonna have fun at Billy Bob's tonight.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's gonna be great. We're so glad to have you. You got to come back and see us next time.
I will. Y'all are too much fun.
Cool. Very good.
And you're going to perform for us later, right? So
That's right.
Can't wait for that.
I got a couple songs ready.
That's coming up, right?
Loves
Yay.
it.
Okay, awesome.
And when we come back, we got so much more going on. We got Amy coming
Amy?
up. We've got Sophia A. Nelson coming up. So y'all come on back. We're just getting started here on the broadcast.
A little lobster floating over there. Well, we are making a big splash at the Dallas Travel and Adventure Show. Y'all stay with us. We're going to tell you all about it when we come back.